right, so now we're going to plug in our splitters. And what this does is allow us to read the frequencies from the service company blender augers. And what we'll do first is just disconnect the current control cables. Go into the, in this case, it's a Halliburton blender. It's going to have a 6-pin encoder. So because of that, we'll have to use a converter to be able to go from this type of connector to our splitter box. So all it is a small adapter. Plug one into the sensor itself. And then we're going to plug another adapter into our main port here. This is going to be where the old control cable comes in. So your main side again, we're going to plug this to the existing control cable on the blender. And then your other end here is going to go into the actual sensor itself. And then the last port you got here is going to be our auxiliary. This is going to be our cable that actually runs to the junction box to give us our reading of the frequencies. So we'll run our cable. Plug that again into the auxiliary port on the splitter box. And you'll repeat this for the remaining augers. And then we'll run our cable down the side of the augers back towards the back of the hopper where we plug into our junction box. And then once we do this, we'll get the service company to run the augers, make them spin just to make sure we're both getting a reading and they're still getting a reading on their controls.
One thing we might want to say here is we wouldn't worry so much about cutting the ends of the zip ties off because we don't want to take the chance of dropping them into the tub. So best practice would be just leave the long ends on there, and when we're rigging down we can go ahead and remove them then.